love talking about decisions, whether it's personal decisions or professional decisions, where most of my time is spent. But really, when you look at anything in data, tools, strategy, training, all that kind of stuff, you're really talking about how to help people make better or higher quality decisions, as I like to say in my intro, on what to build, what marketing campaigns to run, who to hire, what customers to focus on. This all come down to decisions. So today, I want to share this idea of small data. It's a concept, a visual, to help you understand how decisions and data interlink, and what happens when you have too much of it or too little of it. Let's dive right in. Hi there, and welcome to Hidden Gems, where I help companies use data to make higher quality decisions. My name is Ruben, and today we're talking about small data, or really decision making. There's lots of books on the subject, and I want to focus on a very specific piece, the connection between having data in any form, qualitative, quantitative, reports, dashboards, and how that affects your decision making. So to do that, we have to look at this visual here I created and I like to share with clients. I call it small data. And we can see that it has two lines that intersect. One is the quantity of data, how much data you have, how much you know, and the other is the quality of your decisions. And from my experience, what I have seen is the more data you have, the more the quality of decision drops, and eventually they intersect, and you have way too much data and very poor decision making. This may seem like the paradox of choice, this idea of having too many choices, but effectively what we can see is if you know too much, then companies get paralyzed. People are unable to make the right decision. They are overwhelmed, right? They know all these things about their users and customers, but they have no way of sorting through it, understanding it, filtering it, doing something with it. So the decision comes to a halt. Instead, what we want is find that optimal amount where you have just the right data, but you can still make decisions, and you have the speed and quality to the decisions that you're making. So this runs a little counter, right? Companies want to track as much data as possible, store it, and then figure out what to do with it. And that's not necessarily wrong, but what we want to do is we want to simplify it. So storing it, processing it, those can be technical terms. But when it comes time to using it, when end users are going to be going through it, we have to simplify it. We have to simplify what's on the report, what's on the dashboard, how many KPIs we track, effectively how much data we give someone before they're able to make the decision they have to make. So this is not a let's track as much as possible and then we'll make the decision. Is when are we 80% there? When are we good enough that we can make this decision? Let's figure that out. Let's get there. And the last 10 or 20% might be optional. Maybe come later, maybe not. But with the focus being making a decision, making the right decision. And that's it for today. I love this idea. I think this is where teams need to focus on going forward and really allow their time. Look at the decisions they're making, the quality of those insights that lead to decisions, and how to improve that, how to increase that. And that may not be software driven, it may not be tool driven, it may be process driven, people driven, psychologically driven, all those kind of things. So take this small data concept and go back to your team and think about the quality of decisions that you're making. If you enjoyed this video, there's going to be a link in the description to my weekly newsletter, The Growth Needle, which has similar ideas, but in a weekly email format. If you have any questions, post them in the comments. Make sure to like and subscribe. This is all the things about this video. Once again, my name is Ruben, and until next time.